quickly went around a corner when I was like, because I was with him, and he was like, oh, there was this guy next to you, like, walking really close, like, he looked like he was going to snatch your bag. I didn't want to tell, like, I was embarrassed, guys. I was actually embarrassed again. I didn't want to tell her it was an Hermes bag, just in case, like, she'd heard of it and she would know how much that they really cost. Like, I didn't want her to know how expensive my bag was. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Jess. So I thought I'd talk about something that I've discovered within myself the last few weeks about my handbags, and that is that I'm kind of like embarrassed to wear them sometimes, and there's been a few things that have happened to me that I wanted to talk to you guys about and share maybe your own thoughts about luxury handbags and how crazy it is to be obsessed / love / hate them at the same time. So I actually had a So Black Coco handle, which I recently sold. I only bought it at the start of this year. Was it this year? Maybe it was last year, but I only bought it at the start of the last year. And I sold it because, I don't know, I thought it was a bit overpriced for what it is. Honestly, guys, like Chanel quality, I actually find that I personally prefer some of the older styles and the vintage pieces. So I'm really satisfied with my current collection, and I'm gonna be honest, guys, there was some like Hermes bag that I wanted to buy, so I knew that the Coco handle would give me a big chunk of money to fund that. And yeah, I will show you guys those bags later. But I went to a wedding and actually I wore my Coco handle, and at that wedding, guys, like, not a lot of people were wearing designer bags. I did spot a lady wearing a Louis Vuitton bag, but I actually felt like the Chanel bag, like, especially when you're around family, I find that it can be a little bit much sometimes to wear a Chanel bag. And I think it really depends on your family as well, because this was not my family's wedding, like, it wasn't like within my family, but I know with my family personally, and not a lot of people in my family wear designer clothes, and so it seems really like weird to wear like a Chanel bag or something. Anyway, at this wedding, there wasn't many people wearing designer stuff, and one of my friends who actually works in fashion, and she works as a designer for like a fast fashion store, she saw my bag and she's like, wow, that's so nice. Like, oh, how much would something like that cost? Like, she wasn't being rude. She was actually just curious, I think. And she was like, is that like $1,000? And she was talking about my Coco handle, and I was like, oh, it's actually like more than $1,000. And then she said, oh, is it like over $5,000? And I was like, yeah. And I was actually really embarrassed, guys. Like, I was embarrassed that because like she was like not like she's a very nice person. She's very innocent. She was just like, oh wow, like she was just shocked by the price. And she even works in fashion, and she's like a designer. So a lot of people who even work in fashion don't realize how expensive luxury fashion has become, and especially with Chanel now, like the pricing compared to 4 years ago is insane. And I think that, like, it's just, for me, quite almost embarrassing to carry around a bag that is so damn expensive. Like, I don't know, like, that's something for me that I only wear designer bags. I don't wear them to show them to people or to show off. I honestly just wear them because I love designer bags and I enjoy them personally. Like, they're like something that I love using them, and I love looking at the details of them. I love finding out the stories behind them, the inspiration, and that's why I collect handbags. And I've never collected handbags or worn handbags to show off to other people or you know, be like, this is a Chanel bag. It's literally just because I liked the style. And in that moment I was like, oh gosh, like, it's crazy how like I'm embarrassed about my bag, but it's something that it should be elevating my outfit. It shouldn't be making me feel embarrassed. So I don't know if that's a mindset for me. Like, I can't let the bag wear me. I need to own that bag. And I know I am better than a bag, but still, it's a lot of money to be wearing. Then another thing happened to me. I was wearing one of my expensive Hermes bags the other day. I went shopping in the city, and I was with my boyfriend, and I had my bag on me, so I had it kind of like under the crook of my arm, I think, and I was walking around. I didn't have like a strap on it or anything, so I was walking around. It was one of my nice Hermes bags. I was in a crowd, and I was like, I was kind of like, thinking, oh, I really hope no one scrapes against my bag. And because, like, you can kind of, I look after my bags really well, but you can't really trust what other people in the crowd are going to do, or like, you can't trust people around you. Like, a lot of the damage that has happened I feel like a lot of damage that happens from people's bags is literally just people around them scraping against it and things like that. So that was one thing that was annoying about carrying a nice bag. And secondly, my boyfriend, he like quickly went around a corner when I was like, because I was with him, and he was like, oh, there was this guy next to you, like walking really close, like he looked like he was going to snatch your bag. And I was like, oh gosh, like, now, like, wearing a really nice bag, you can sometimes be at risk of someone snatching it, and that has happened. I've heard of this happening to people in, European countries. They're having their nice Kelly bag or Birkin bag, and, someone will come up and snatch it, and there's nothing you can really do, guys. Like, that's why when I went to Paris, I had like a really small crossbody bag that was close to me, because like one of my friends had an open tote and someone reached in and stole her phone. So I'm thinking, like, for my really nice bags, if I do go to Europe, I probably won't even wear them because I'll probably be at risk of someone taking it. So anyway, yeah, someone almost like looked like they were going to take one of my Hermes bags the other day, which was also really annoying. And it was like 2 days ago, again, I was wearing one of my really nice Hermes bags in a shopping centre. And I was buying leggings at a sports store. And the girl was like, oh, wow, that's a really nice bag. Like, where did you get it from? And it was a Kelly/Birkin, guys. But she didn't know, like, a lot of people don't know what these things are. She just thought it looks like a nice bag. And I was like, oh, I got it from my work, because, guys, I work at a consignment store. I work at the Perseverance. I just said, oh, I got it from my work. We sell secondhand bags. And she was like, wow, but, like, what brand is that? Is it, like, Oroton? And Oroton in Australia is, like, it's a nice brand, but it's, like, I guess more affordable compared to Louis Vuitton and all that. So, yeah, it's not Oroton. I kind of laughed and said, oh, yeah, it's not Oroton, but yeah, we have this brand in our store, because I didn't want to tell, like, I was embarrassed, guys. I was actually embarrassed again. I didn't want to tell her it was an Hermes bag, just in case, like, she'd heard of it and she would know how much that they really cost. Like, I didn't want her to know how expensive my bag was. I was actually just so embarrassed. Like, I would have preferred it to be an Oroton bag, because I know that it's, like, not as embarrassing how expensive it is. So yeah, I don't know, guys. I have a weird relationship with my handbags. I'm somewhat ashamed to have them, but at the same time, I'm obsessed with them and I love owning them. But there's just things that I feel like carrying a bag in your real life, like in my real life, it's just like not actually that great as what you'd expect. It's actually a lot of like embarrassment I feel like I have with carrying designer bags, and I want to just wear them freely, but they can be a little bit of a liability. And also I don't trust people around me that they're gonna, like, they have their prams and their trolleys around me. I'm scared they're gonna like scrape against my bag, and and also I'm scared of people judging me. So yeah, these are things about handbags that I think are not as nice, and you might consider when you're buying a designer bag. These things you might not realize until you start carrying them in real life and seeing how they make you feel. I will still collect designer bags, because I think maybe I will just get over that fact, and I won't really care what other people think at the end of the day. But when it comes to, like, I guess your safety and stuff, it is that is a thing, guys. So I just thought I'd share that with you guys today. Let me know, guys, if there are things that annoy you about your bags or carrying them, how they make you feel. And thanks for watching my channel, and I'll see you next time. Bye!